I try to tell y'all you ain't ready.
Well, didn't he tell me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, miss you there.
How y'all doing up there?
Hey.
Oh, hold on. Let me tell you the rules. I feed off your energy.
Right.
So whatever you give me, I'm going to give you. So we're going to try this again. How y'all doing out there?
Ah.
Okay, I have not been on the microphone in a very long time. And I'm drunk as hell. And I don't even drink. But I'm with all my family out here, so I'm safe. Give it up for my family, y'all.
Yay.
So I had a choice between two pieces. And my favorite one is the other woman. And I've not done this in a long time, but I'm going to attempt just for you to do this piece. Is that all right? All right. See that? I caught it though. I need that right there. Baby, you can hold me if you want to. You can hold me if you want to, boo. Oh, that's not that kind of show. Sorry. Okay. DJ, can I get like a mellow, like a mellow beat? Something sexy. I need something sexy. If you ain't got nothing sexy, I can ad-lib. It don't make me no difference. Y'all, if y'all don't see my eyes, it's okay. I'm alive. Okay? Okay. Oh. Yes. All right. Okay, here we go. Told people that I wasn't gay, but the fact of the matter is a woman turned me out, and that's why I'm straight to this day. She said she could make love to me and make me crave her milky white cream. She said I forget who I was, and my soul, she said she redeemed. She was very gentle and had patience with me. She knew it was my first time. And all the while she prayed on my soul as she slowly took over my mind. The sweet and sensuous aroma of her erotic fluid swing in the air made passionate love to my subconscious mind to let me know she'd always be there. For her, I gave up my family and friends, and even the man in my life. She told me that if I stayed with her, I'd eventually give up my life. She was very gentle and had patience with me. She knew it was my first time. And all the while, she prayed on my soul as she slowly took over my mind. We did everything together, both night and day. She was always by my side. Sometimes she would even beat me down as I slowly lost hold of my pride. She never let me sleep. She always wanted to play. She made me forget who I was. And at the end of the day, I'm sure you know the rest. I found myself telling lies because she said no one would understand. I even contemplated turning tricks for her, but that just didn't fit into my plan. anyway. Can I get an amen? All right, here we go, here we go. I always knew she was cheating on me, but somehow I just didn't care. One night we had a menage a trois.
Y'all give it up for Judea.
We got to the menage a trois.
I know y'all was getting it in too. I felt like I was there, but I wasn't there. And that's a problem. Y'all get over Judea. Shout out to all the women that like women, and shout out to all the women that still like men. I appreciate y'all. Judea just.
The poem was not about me being gay. It was about me overcoming cocaine. So can I give it up? Been clean since 1996.
That is so dope. I appreciate that because all I heard was other women. I know. Did anyone see cocaine? I saw cocaine, but did you know that she was talking about cocaine? I think some people thought you was on cocaine, but I don't think they did.
No, I'm eating cookies now.
Well, with that being said, eating cookies now. Okay. Well, any ladies still like men? Yeah. Is that still in? Okay. So can we just drop a little something for those ladies that still like men? Can we drop that for them? Yeah. Let's go and drop that. Is that me right there, bro? Thank you. And then we're gonna bring up comedian 34 and a half and get this right.
Thank you. After that, right?
Yeah, you good, nigga. You good. What side?
I'm saying after that, I gotta go on the stage after that happened. Thank you. Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah. Carlos, you good, right? You good. Your lady. This your wife, right?
Oh, it's two.
Yeah. And we got an anniversary in the building, too. Can I get that anniversary couple up here a little closer? Y'all come a little closer.
That was my name, Niggas just started
I want
hustling.
to dedicate this to the lovers in the building. We need to go back to that old school love making. We need to go back to that making love to that woman without even touching her skin love making. Excuse me, miss, but I gotta ask you this. Are you getting 3? Cause see, if you ain't getting 3, you ain't doing nothing. We're talking about making love on the borderline of fucking. We're talking toes curl with a spinal twitch, saliva right to the tips of your lips, cause your brother's sucking on your clit. Now my question is, does your foreplay start off like this? Because see, if you ain't getting 3, then baby, you ain't doing nothing. We're talking about making love, sweet love, on the borderline of fucking. As I take my place between your thighs, my mama said, don't talk with my mouth full, so my mouth is full. I'm not telling no lies. Soft and passionate, sucking on your clit, turning you on like your favorite love song, and you say, boy, you better eat that shit. Indeed, I shall, for certain I will. Just like that old school jam, baby, I'm giving you something you can feel. And I'm not gonna stop until you come in my mouth. And my apologies to the brothers from the north, but that's how us country brothers learn to do it in the south. Eyes closed, body froze, pop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you ain't getting 3, yo, trust me, you ain't doing nothing. We're talking about making love, good love, on the borderline of fucking. Nut 2. Now you know exactly what I do. All of this is just for the sake of pleasing you. Throwing legs in the air, easing on in, making smooth transitions to lovers from Facebook friends. And that's when the Lil Wayne and me steps in. I proceed to beat it up like a cop. You say enough said, don't ever stop. Wait a minute, baby. We are going to another level of ecstasy. You are so damn sexy laying here next to me. We started off slow, but now we're going fast. And I rock hard like the cannon now later, full of flavor built to last in your ass. Oh shit. Wait a minute, baby. Don't touch me. What a blast. Wasn't as good for you as it was for me? Do I dare even ask? Now you like Etta James singing that song we all love. At last, your love has come along and feeling this good could never be wrong. That's why we're gonna bomb and get it on. I wanna make that good old school type love. I wanna make that thing sound like boots walking through mud type love. You know exactly what I'm thinking of. And to all of my brothers, stop looking at pornos, talking about damn, I wish I could make my dick bigger. Recognize your roots to Africa and tap into your mandingo, my nigga. And if you need to be pleased, these ladies pass your needs, and if you're having trouble with your stamina, holla my dude Dickie Dean, the West Side got the best weed. And I'm saying, hey, you ready for it, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands for your first comedian of the night. Comedian 34 and a half.
Give it up for Nutsad. Damn, I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy to be anywhere, man. I'm sad about the game. Who's sad about the game? Who wanted the Panthers to win this time? Ah, man, those guys are like the fucking Knicks, I guess. I'm from there. They're always losing. Well, like Nutsad, my name is 34 and a half. I don't know how many people are good at math, but if you do that, that's half of a 69. Who knows what a 69 is? All these nasty poems, I know y'all know what a 69 is.
It's a number before 70.
Yeah. That's a little, anybody else that needs to know what it is, you can just Google it. I don't have time. But you know, I'm half of a 69 basically because when I was young, I was just trying to say 68 and I owe you one. I wasn't trying to really get nasty like that. Now that I'm old, I don't care. I'm a eating pussy connoisseur. I be eating it till it's kind of sore. You get me? I just opened up a balloon porn company if anybody's looking to sign up. It's balloon porn, so I know you can think that you don't want to be involved now, but it's blowing up. You know, it's not really big in America, but it's popping in Russia. Balloon porn is popping in Russia. So once I get that Russian money, I'll be good to go. You know, I need that type of money because I used to sell drugs, and I don't know if you don't know it now. I don't know how you guys, but that's illegal. And they arrest you for that. And they put you in real jail. I thought there was like a drug dealer jail. I didn't know they was put me in a real jail with the killers jail. Like, that nigga killed niggas. I just was selling drugs. They wanted the shit. Like, he shot a baby. We don't need to be eating next to each other. This is dangerous. But they don't care. You know what the worst part about going to jail is? Worrying about getting raped. Nobody wants to be raped, right? That's when you snitch. Like, I'm not no snitch, but if a nigga rape me, I'm snitching. That's when the whole shit go out the window. I'm throwing out the stop snitching t-shirt, all of that. I'm snitching instantly. I'm on the phone while he raping me. I'm calling the cops. I'm being raped. Please, cops. Help me, cops. Yeah. Guess you guys don't like snitching. They're like, my dad in jail for a snitch. Fuck them. Care if he's raping you or not. Don't tell. I was gonna go in the military, but I got scared because I don't want to get, shot or whatever. That's why I stopped rapping. Because if you want to be a rapper, you got to get shot. I'm not tough. Plus, I'm not fighting no more either. And everybody's fighting because they got cameras everywhere. When I was a kid, you get beat up, nobody know. Niggas can talk about it later, but now they got footage, they can slow it down, speed it up, put a soundtrack behind it. You get beat up to Bodak Yellow and shit. I don't dance now. You was not making money moves, my nigga. You needed to bob and weave. Fuck those money moves. Yeah, his niggas was red bottoms because he was stomping you. That was crazy. How they put the music to that fast?
True story.
You don't want to get beat up on Facebook Live. You can't be tough after you get beat up on camera. You know what I'm saying? You can always that's what I'm like. When I was a kid, you could dispute it. Like, they're like, well, he hit you with the left. Well, you wasn't there, right? Nah, when they can see it, they be telling you play by play. They got niggas doing commentators on this. So first he came out with a right and he ducked. And then he hit him right in the mouth. And he lost his tooth. I can't lose a tooth. I go to jail and nigga knock my tooth out. I can't be looking in the mirror every day thinking about that nigga knocking my tooth out. That'll piss me the fuck off. I'll probably go do nothing because I'm a pussy. I ain't trying to go back to jail. Fuck that. I just write a joke about it. Fuck that. Nah, but when I first got arrested, I was scared. I thought they was going to send me to jail. They told me if I snitched, I didn't have to go, so I said, fuck it. I know I got some names for you niggas. I'm going home. Fuck that. Fuck what y'all think, nigga. I wasn't trying to go to jail. I was trying to go home. So I said, I'm gonna snitch with some people. I know some people that been selling drugs way longer than me, and they got way more drugs than I got. So I gave them the biggest names I knew. Walmart and CVS. Them niggas sell drugs to my grandma. I don't give a fuck what you say. Anybody that sell drugs to people's grandma, they worse than me. I wasn't selling drugs to people's grandmother. Walmart does that. So think about that next time you get mad at your cousin when you don't want to accept his phone calls from jail. Ain't it funny that whoever dated somebody that's in jail? I was in a relationship when I was in jail. It's hard to do that when you know, because you always think the person's cheating on you no matter what they're doing. You always listen to everything in the background. She talking about us the kids. I'm like, the kids' voice ain't that deep. It sound like Daryl. My kids don't sound like that. I got a daughter. What are you talking about playing Madden for? That's another guy. I was telling my, Valentine's Day is coming up and Income Tax Day, so this is definitely cuffing season. 2 back-to-back holidays. Income Tax Day and Valentine's, it's time to get you a wife. If you ain't married yet, you better bag you somebody. But I be thinking about love and the type of love that I get now, right? You know what I'm saying? How I like the love, but I want, biblical love. Whoever read the Bible, man? Who read the Bible? I know this down south, y'all supposed to be in the church. Who know the Bible? Y'all get a round of applause for the Bible? Hey! Man, a bunch of atheists in the ball on the Sunday. I was thinking about the biblical love, because I told my wife, I said, well, baby, if I was gone for 3 days, and I came back, and I told you I was in a well, what would you do? She said, well, I would tell you, take all your shit back to that well house. If you've been over there for 3 days, you can move in with that well. She can keep your ass, fuck you. I said, well, baby, that's what happened to Jonah in the Bible. She said, well, I guess if it was God, I could work with it. I said, well, what if? I said, I need to take our son on top of a mountain and kill him. What would you do then, baby? Well, you don't know that? That's Abraham. She said, if you try to kill my son, I will kill you in your sleep. I'll throw hot grease on you. I said, baby, but Abraham. She said, well, I guess it is for God. Well, she said, I'm going to get you back then. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, I want some biblical love too. What if I leave and go get pregnant with somebody else? Are you going to take care of the baby? I said, no, God going to have to pay the child support for that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I need the child support. Take God to court. He going to get a letter. I'll be praying to him, can you come take care of this kid? It needs sneakers for Halloween and Christmas. That's why it's a joke. He gets the joke. He's like, see, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's what makes it a joke. I used to really love to do a rap music, but like I had the cops stop rapping because you got to smoke good weed to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I smoke weed, but it's not good. So it's not the same. She knows what I'm talking about. She sells it to me, so she's like, he's like, nigga, if you don't like it, stop buying it. Can't afford it. You always have to be for shorts anyway. I miss selling drugs though, because you get the best deals when you sell drugs. You know what the worst time to get the best deals is though? When you're broke. Somebody ever offer you the greatest deal ever, but you can't afford it because you ain't got no money? They're like, I got 2 TVs for $50 right now in the back of your car right now. I ain't got it though, man. You take food stamps? I remember when I used to, my daughter now, I have a daughter, she's 11 years old, and my 3-year-old son be bullying the shit out of her, just telling her what he want to watch, when he gonna watch it, he be beating up and all of that. And I be trying to tell her, man, you gotta make him real, you gotta make him tough. Stop making him like a little girl, because he's always crying all the time, Not that I'm against, well, I ain't, fuck this, my son, I want my son crying and shit. So I try to tell him, don't cry like a little girl. And every time I walk in the room, he's like, I'm like, what are you crying about? She won't let me play with the doll. Like, you do not cry over no doll. Only action figures. That's it. That's the only thing men cry over in this house is action figures. Because men like action figures. All right, you guys. That's it. She gets what I'm saying. You know what I'm pissed off about though? Because I went to jail, like I told you guys, and I came back and everybody has fake locks. And I actually had to grow mine. So I'm so pissed off. I'm like, if I would have knew you could just throw some on it. This is bullshit. I would have never took the time to get this shit twisted over that. I be seeing people, I be thinking they're Rastafarian, because I'm, Merry Christmas to everybody. Today's Christmas for a Rastafarian, if you know. So when I smoke weed, you can't call the cops on me, because I'm just trying to go to heaven. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm smoking. I'm not smoking to get high. I just want to go to heaven. That's it. So I smoke like 3-4 times a day. I'm like a Muslim praying. I be 6 and 7 times I be smoking. That's the light. Good job. I'm gonna go smoke right now, so I'm really not that mad. But you know what? I love you guys, Gas House. You've been a great audience for the most part. Thank you so much for laughing at me. Have a great one. I'm giving enough said. Run.
Now give it up, comedian.